Welcome to the Hints and Tips video looking at some more advanced ScotLIS examples. In this video, we will be looking at some one-to-many land register title match examples. One-to-many is the term we use when a land or property extent is affected by more than one title. So for example, tenements, platted properties, or housing association titles. So I'm logged in to my ScotLIS account, and you can see here the services are up on the homepage. Now, I'm just going to click into the land register because the examples we're looking at today are land register based. So I'm going to be searching on the left hand side, and that's by address. Now the first one that I'm going to be searching for is 18/10 Valeview Terrace. Now feel free to take this address away and search for yourself and familiarize yourself with this type of example. So I'll click on search and it gives us our one address result. Now ScotLIS uses address base plus to search the land register. This is to help users find what they're looking for if we don't have an exact match on the land register. So if we click on this, then it will take us to our next page. Now what's happened is it's took us to 20 Bellsmire Avenue. Now this obviously isn't the one that we searched for, so what it's automatically done is took us to the nearest match for this specific property. Now what you can see is from the map a large area kind of edged in red. So the next thing that I would want to do is see the subject's description, because within the subject's description it makes obviously reference to subjects, as you can see here. So I know that this specific property that's come up affects more than one address. Now what I would want to do here is find my specific property to make sure that my property is within this. But if we scroll right down to the bottom, you can see firstly it's just confirming that it's edge red on the cadastral map and the measurement of that. Now obviously that's this area here, so you'd be thinking at this stage, okay, so I think perhaps my property is within this area. So if you look through all these addresses to find it, there's two different ways you can do that. The easiest way is if you just Control and F and put in 18/10, and you can see there it's bringing up 18/10 Valeview Terrace. So that's great. I know somewhere within this area is the address that I'm looking for. So the other method would obviously just be to go through all this, and obviously that's quite a lot of information, a lot to take in. So whatever works for you, feel free to do it that way. Now the next thing we want to do is that we've obviously confirmed that 18/10 is somewhere on this map, is to actually look into the map. So you can see there's Valeview Terrace. Now when you actually click on this interactive map, it searches the land register directly. Now if you remember, when I first searched for 18/10 Valeview Terrace, I mentioned about the address base plus and how that works and how that's searching, whereas if you're actually clicking in to the map, it's searching the land register directly. Now there could be that there's a slight difference on how the property was registered on the land register compared to how it appears within the address base plus. So what we would do is just look on this street. There's Valeview Terrace and there's number 18. So if I click on that, it's searching the land register directly. Now it's given me 4 different titles. So firstly, if you see any blurred information like here, it's just because that is a person's name, and obviously due to GDPR, we are blurring that out. So that's just why that is. So if you see any more of that, that's the reason why. Now, you can see here 18/10. Great. So that's what we're looking for. So we can click on that. And again, it brings up the first proprietor's name. Now, whenever you come across a kind of, when you're searching, you might be searching for a flatted property, a tenement property, that kind of thing. What ScotLIS has built into it is that it shows the first proprietor's name. This is just to help with searching for these types of properties. And this is just because it can be a bit more complex than, say, just normal residential searching for, say, a semi-detached house, where it's kind of easier to locate the exact one you're looking for. It might be, for example, flat 1/2, flat 2/2, that kind of thing. So it's a bit more complex to find the exact one that you're looking for. So if it gives you the first proprietor's name, that just gives you some more confidence that what you're actually going ahead and purchasing is the correct property information for you and whatever you need that for. So that's just why the first proprietor name shows when it's these types of examples. So that's flatted properties, tenements, that kind of thing. So the next thing for this one would be just to select that, and this will take us to our property summary for 18/10 Valeview Terrace. So that's great. I've managed to locate the property that I'm looking for and be able to get my title sheet and title plan by just clicking on view options like so, and just buying that. And again, like mentioned, you'll get your sheet and plan. Now, just in case you're wondering why is there different colors here, well, the different colors just mean that there'll be different burdens on the property. So for example, kind of common ones that you might see in a flat is a common pathway. Perhaps it's somewhere that you're taking your bins in and out from, or there may be a designated car parking space. However, all that information will be available within the title sheet. So that just concludes our first example. Now the next one that we're going to look at is again by search and by address, and again it is a one-to-many example. So this is going to be for 3/2 251 High Street, and that is in Glasgow. Again, feel free to take this example away and familiarise yourself with the process. However, exactly like the last example, it has took us to a different property. Now, the first thing I want to check is, obviously, is this just the only property or is there other subjects? And there we go, subjects, and it's listing all the different subjects. If we scroll down to the bottom, then it's going to show us that it's tinted pink on the title map. So you can see there all the different areas here. Now, what we do at this stage is again look to make sure and confirm that the property we're looking for is actually there. So if we put in 3/2, then it'll show all the different 3/2s, and there's our one for 251 High Street. Now, this example is obviously showing you the full way to familiarize yourself with these examples. Now, if you just got to this, say you got to this search page, it took you directly onto this one. You don't need to look in the subject's description. However, it does help with confirming that your property is there. If you prefer, you can just search directly into the interactive map, like so, and start searching on the land register directly, because like mentioned previously, if you click into a specific example like so, then it brings up the specific titles. Now, I've clicked on that specific area because firstly, there's High Street, and I know it's 251 High Street that I'm looking for. And on the left-hand side, that's obviously odd numbers. Now, it makes sense that 251 would probably be around here. So there's 243 and 259. So clicking on that, it's come back with 3 titles. Great. So if I scroll down, and again, you're seeing some blurred information there just because of the nature of that content. You can see there's flat 3/2 251 High Street. So great, I've managed to locate the specific property I'm looking for. Now, if I was to select in that, like so, then again, it just took us to the property summary page for this. And you can see in the subject's description as well, it just confirming subject's flat 3/2 251 High Street. Now, all that would be left for you to do is view options, and then you'll be able to get your title sheet and title plan and get the property information you need. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you found that useful.